All right. Positive energy all the time. Good to see you all. Yeah, we're pushing health and wellness. You know that. Constantly. It's warm weather out today. I thought I would try to encourage you to get out there and get that body moving and consume a lot of fruits that are going to be ready because the season is right for fruits. ITAL, plant-based vegan, okay? ITAL, plant-based vegans, okay? So the mangoes are about to be everywhere. The watermelons are about to be everywhere. Peaches are going to be plums. Of course, your strawberries and your berries will be out there. So it's time to move that body, get that exercise in, and get those fruits into the body. Get those fruits in, you know. I'm planning to do a melon fast, not for long, probably for maybe 3 days, maybe 7 days if I'm enjoying it, but for sure, a 3-day melon fast where I'll be eating 3 different melons at 3 different times of the day. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do cantaloupe in the morning. I think I'm going to do watermelon all through the day. And my last meal of the night, I think I'm going to do honeydew melon. If I can find them. If I can't, whichever ones I can find, those are the ones I'll do. I'll be letting you all know when I do that. Just to get off cooked food for a few days and totally clean out my colon. Well, you know, kind of clean it out. 3 days is a pretty good cleanse. And to try to see what I can get out of those melons. You know, because every fruit has something different. And what happens is it's kind of hard to cover them all. And it's kind of hard to isolate them. I don't like mixing fruit together. I don't like mixed fruit. I feel like mixed fruit
it seems to me it would cancel each other out. To me, fruit seems to be something that has to be eaten solo. That's what it seems like. It seems like to get the best out of lemon, you just want lemonade. To get the best out of lime, you just want limeade. I think when you mix a lemon and a lime together, it's going to taste good, but they probably cancel each other out in some type of way. And I never eat three fruits because have you ever been around a fruit bowl? You smell it and you can see the fruit is in there fighting each other. And this is nothing I got from anybody. This is just my own personal thoughts with that. That you can smell the fruits fighting. They don't seem to blend. They seem to make something else. And you end up with neither of them. You end up with a different substance. So for me, to get everything out of grapes, I just get some grapes and eat grapes. If I want to get what's out of watermelon, I just eat watermelon. And typically, that is really how you eat. You don't, naturally, we don't eat mixed fruits. We don't, not naturally. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. My mother, she used to go to the store and get fruit, and she might get some plums, she might get some oranges. And once me and my sister, once we eat one orange, we just keep eating oranges. We've never just eat an orange and then if we eat a plum first, naturally, we would just keep eating plums. Go get another plum, go get another plum. If she got green grapes and bananas or apples, once we eat those green grapes, we would just keep eating the green grapes. When I was a child, because whatever you like, you're going to keep eating that at that time. You're not going to switch. Not naturally. I've never seen that happen. So you're naturally where you live. Like my mother. Good to see you, Daniel. Like my mother would have a bowl with different kind of nuts in it, pecans, walnuts, and I'm telling you, if we opened the pecans first, right, we would never go back and crack walnuts. We would just keep cracking pecans naturally. This is when we children. I've naturally never mixed fruit ever. Never. I mean, I came up in a big time fruit environment, back in the 60s and 70s. Oh, man. Almost all black families had a fruit bowl on the table. But whichever fruit, if your parents had a variety of fruit, and I'm talking about eating them consecutively. If you get a plum and go sit on the front porch and eat the plum and it was good, what do? You don't go get an apple. You don't go get an orange. You go back and get another plum. You want to keep that same taste in your mouth, naturally. This is a fact. So the body is smart. That's why we used to do that. I'm telling you, honest to God truth, I never grew up naturally. I never mixed fruits ever in my life. We always maxed out one, whichever one it was, we always wiped it out. If it's grapes, and me and my sister started eating grapes, we would pretty much eat grapes until we either get tired of them or they're gone. And we really wouldn't go back and get no more fruit that day. When I think about it might be the next day, we start hitting the plums. And once we get one plum and it's good, it's up. We're going to knock out all the plums. What's interesting, we grew up, we never ate a lot of apples. That's crazy because we like the soft, juicy fruit the most. So my mother knew that. We love children, love grapes because we like little things. We loved grapes. We loved plums. We loved grapes. We loved plums. My sister was allergic to peaches. We loved watermelon. But as children, you couldn't get watermelon until mommy and daddy get it and cut it. That was too big for a child. Same thing. Once you eat a piece of watermelon, only thing you're going to want is another piece. The thing about growing up as a child that you didn't want no more watermelon because it was filling. It was very filling. They cut you a slice, and when you eat that, you're done. You're done. Once you eat that, you're done. I never went back for another piece of watermelon. Not as a kid. One piece of watermelon. That's a lot for a child. Especially greedy children, because they wouldn't cut us no quarter piece. They'd cut you, it'd be thin, but you get a whole half, a watermelon cut in half, and then you get a slice of a half out of a half. And we knock that thing out and we be ready. That's it. The favorite, I think, for children was the grapes. But the grapes were really delicious back then. More than they are now, I think. And so I figured, oh man, it's warm. I went out, it's warm. I'm drinking some coffee and coconut milk right now. So I'm drinking my coffee and coconut milk right now. I've been working out heavy. My workouts are going pretty well. I haven't been going to the gym and I'm paying them every month. So I got to try to get in the gym. But you know, I haven't been able to get in the gym because my sleep is messed up. And I like to go in the gym in the morning. And in the morning, I'm usually still up or just going to sleep. So that's kind of messing up my gym routine. So I have to make up for it by working out in the evenings at home. I have I have a set of 20-pound dumbbells. And for me, they're heavy. I'm not that big. They're heavy. They're heavy. So my routine all last year and early this year is I would do 25, 25. And I would chill. Sometime later, a couple hours, I would do 25. I would do 25. I would do 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd lay on my back and I'll do 25 up like this. 1, 2, right? Of the 20-pound dumbbells, which is 40 pounds, 20 in each hand. It's kind of heavy. So about 6 weeks ago, I said, let me do 50. You're crazy. Let me do 50. so I would, because I was doing 25, I would get to 30 and then rest them on my chest for a minute. And that try not to rest too long because you're excited. Then I would do, 10 more. Then I would rest. I'd do 10 more till I get up to 50. You know what I mean? And so I did that for about a week or so. And then today I did 50 straight through. I was amazed. Oh, wow. Today was the first day I did 50 straight through with no break. I'm going to do that one more time tonight. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? That's how strong the muscles really get. If you work the muscles, they really do. They really do get strong. So I was able to do 50 in one setting, which was a big deal. I can't believe it. I thought I would have to rest. I find I've been watching a lot of brothers exercise, and they would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And I used to wonder why they do that, but now I know because psychologically, it's easier if you start back at one. I didn't realize that. It's a psychological thing. It's easier to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2. It's easier because something in your mind when you're saying 31, 35, 39, it tires you out more. But every time you say one again, psychologically, it was tripped out because I'm really good with psychology. Every time you say one again, it does something to you. I don't know what it does, but it's easier. It's easier to do a lot of numbers if you just count to 10 every time. Don't ask me why. Try it. Sometime do and count straight through and then do it later and count 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And psychologically, I don't know what it is, but it works better. So when I get up to 100, I'll be happy. Yeah, if I could do that 100 times straight, I'll really be on something. This is my big year where I'm going to the next step with my workout. I've been doing this for about 4 years now, maybe 3 or 4 years, but I'll say 3 for sure. That I've been on this really serious because I've been exercising. Like I would say, yeah, 3 years I've been on this serious exercise plan. I had a whole plan to go really slow. It was like a 4-year plan because I was 65 years old. I was in my 60s. I'm 67 now. So I think when I started, I think I was like, yeah, I was like 64 probably. When I really, started going. And I wanted it to be a year by year. I didn't want to make a lot of great accomplishments the first year because I feel like if you're in your older age, the first year, take it easy. Just do it for a whole year, but go very easy because you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to send your body into shock. You don't want to just go from probably doing no exercise to driving up your heart rate like that. So I took my time. I was doing the stairs and I was going up 60, 62 floors. No, 22 floors, right? But, breathing hard like that up these stairs where there's nobody else on the stairs, everybody's on the elevator. I was like, well, if I fall out back here, nobody will know I'm back here. So I stopped doing the stairs because it started spooking me out. I'm like, now I can't be back in this hallway taking these stairs. Nobody's gonna find me back here. You know what I mean? I said, hey man, I'm not doing the stairs. But the stairs was amazing because I was doing 22 floors straight. I was breathing kind of hard, but yeah, I was like, wow, I was getting strong going up doing those stairs. But uh, I'll go in the gym and do the stairmaster. It's not that feeling of accomplishment like really walking up a high rise at my age. That was last year, maybe the year before. So I think I stopped last year. I stopped last year, 2020. For 2023, I was doing that. I had to stop. I was like, nah, I can't be in these back stairwells like that. Do I take creatine pre-workout? Um, the powders. I don't like to advise people to take the powders. So I don't like to advise people to take that because I can't vouch for if that's safe or not. Some people say, you could damage your liver with powders, even the protein powders. So some people say you could damage your livers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of herbs I take and stuff I take that I don't feel like I should advise others, you know. So there's things I take, there's herbs and things I take. I never advise them because YouTube is funny about that kind of thing too. And on one of my other channels, I was advising something, and they gave me a strike for advising something one time. So I don't give that type of advice. So certain things I do, I don't give advice because I don't feel like I'm a medical professional. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm a medical professional. So I wouldn't advise nobody. But even when it comes to the powders, my personal opinion is as long as you give them a break, they're fine as long as they're 100% natural and you give them a break. For me, they're fine for me as long as I give them a break. As long as I'm not taking them day in and day out, year in and year out. As long as I give it a break to allow my liver to clean out, I think it's fine. Let's take a break, then we'll finish talking about this. All right. So I do have a live where I made my own protein powder. Go check that out. I didn't know it's pre-recorded. I got a video here where I made my own protein powder, right? So I have done that, where I made my own protein powder. That was interesting. That was great, right? And so I have made my own protein powder, and it turned out well. It turned out well. So yeah, you could make your own. Uh, you could make your own protein powder and save money. You know, you could make your own protein powder, and if you make your own protein powder, I think um, you're going to save money. I'm going to get something that could grade it up a little better, right? So I'm going to get something that could grade it up better. You know, I want to be able to grade it up better, and let me see if I can find that. Maybe I can show that to you all. But I want to get away where I could grade it up better. But I did make my own protein powder. It came out great. I'm running out. I just got some more pumpkin seeds so I can make some more. And that did that was a good idea. That was an excellent idea when I made my own protein powder. That was an excellent uh, idea for sure. So yeah, I would advise that. I would advise that you make your own protein powder. I think that's a great. I think that's a good idea. I did make some, and it turned out pretty good. To be honest with you, I was surprised how you just get what you want in it and blend it up yourself, and uh, and make it yourself. You know, make it yourself. That way you can put what you want in it. You know it's all natural. You know it's all natural. You know it's healthy because you made it yourself. That's definitely that's definitely a good idea. So I did do that. That worked out great. That's a great idea to just make it yourself. So I did do that, and it was nice. It came out really nice. It came out good. It definitely. I got like 2 jars, and I still got some, and I've had it for a while. I ended up getting 2 jars of it. So it definitely was it was smart. It turned out really, really nice too. It came out really nice. I'm not sure what I did with the content though. I wanted to show it to you, but it came out really nice. Anybody got any questions? The protein powder, well, when I mix it up in my milks and stuff, it was great. It came out excellent. It came out excellent. It came out great. Yeah, it came out great. It was excellent. You know what I'm saying? It came out absolutely wonderful. I kid you not. So you could do that. You could try that. Check it out. Positive energy all the time. And today I am making my own protein powder. Now, I'm going to give you all a peek at how I did it, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. I figured I would try it. This is my first time making my own protein powder. I seen a young lady doing it on social media, and I decided that was a great idea. I have my small Hamilton Beach coffee grinder, and you might want to use something else, but I've been using that all the time. So I'm doing each seed and each substance by itself. The first thing I'm going to start out with is the kiwi, because I noticed that the kiwi makes a really powdery, dry, powdery blend. And the hemp has a lot of oil in it, so it's kind of gooey, kind of moist. So at the bottom of the jar, I want to put the more powdery substance first, and then put the hemp seeds on top of that, so that way the kiwi will help dry out the hemp seeds. Out of the ingredients I'm using, the two that has the most moisture and the most oil in it is the hemp seeds and the pumpkin seeds. The flax seeds and the kiwi are the most powdery. So at first, I'm going to blend up the kiwi. Check it out. Next, I'm going to do the hemp hearts, hemp seeds. That way I can put them on top of the driest substance so it can kind of balance out. And when I shake it up at the end and I store it, it could turn the hemp into a powder by absorbing some of that oil and some of that moisture. So I'm going to do the hemp seeds now. Check it out. See what I'm saying? You can do it yourself. You know what I mean? You can do it yourself. I got 2 jars because I messed up the first time and I had to redo the video. So I had to make another jar. I ended up with 2 jars and I still got a little bit of it. The next thing I'm going to do is the flaxseed. The flax seeds are kind of powdery too, but it does have a little, you can tell there's a little moisture in the flax seeds, but not much. But they're not as dry as the kiwi. So I'm gonna do the flax seeds now. Check it out. Next, I'm going to do the chia seeds. The chia seeds and the flax seeds are almost identical when it comes to moisture. It's not much difference. The chia seeds are not as gooey, if that's a good word, as the hemp seeds. The pumpkin seeds and the hemp seeds are almost close. So now I'm going to do the chia seeds. Check it out. Now next, I'm going to do the pumpkin seeds. Because like I said, the pumpkin seeds retain a lot of oil. And these pumpkin seeds are extremely good for you. So I always put the pumpkin seeds in my protein powders. Usually I buy my protein powder and I blend up my substances. And then I kind of mix it together with my protein powder that I buy from the store. But for the next 4 or 5 weeks, I'm going to try my own protein powder. And I'm not going to use that much of the protein powder I buy from the store. So check it out. We're going to do the pumpkin seeds. Now, to make sure I can get that moisture out of the hemp seeds and the pumpkin seeds, I'm going to do the kiwi again and put that on the top of the jar. Check it out. And now, because I really like the main ingredients to be hemp seeds and pumpkin seeds, I'm going to mix some hemp seeds and pumpkin seeds together and blend those up. And then that's going to be the final ingredient. All right. And that's what it looks like. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? So all I'm going to do now is shake it up, and I will have a very powerful protein powder, freshly made, that I made myself. This is the second jar because when I made the first jar, my phone wasn't recording. So I had to do it all over again. So this is the second time I'm doing it. But now I got 2 jars of it. So that's a good thing. And look at that. I'm definitely saving money. And I can make it like I want because let's say I start using some of the powder, I can go blend up some black sesame seeds and dump it in there. And so as I use it up, I can change the substance and add different powders that I make myself and give myself a lot of different nutrition through my body by mixing half of the powder when I get down to half with a whole new fresh powder and just shake it up. So I just wanted to share that with you all. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, contribute to the channel. And remember, health is wealth. So take care of yourself. Bam. So what I did for you all, while we was watching that, I posted it on this account on YouTube, okay? So if you're watching from Twitch or Facebook or whatever, you can come over to YouTube, right? And then you can come over to the YouTube channel, Vegan Intel, and you can watch it so you can follow the instructions, okay? That's going to help you. All right. Also, you can follow me over on Vegan Intel on Instagram at VeganIntel Chicago and see a lot of the shorts and a lot of the information I'm posting over there that's not over here. Lots of information, all the other plant based people, all the other people talking about eating right. I don't post original content a lot of times as much because I like to try to spread information. And so I don't be stealing people's information. I try to make my social media accounts like Twitter and TikTok, I try to make them informative where all of the information is in one location. And I feel like it's to see you say something and then to go say the same thing so it can look like original content. To me, I might as well just post what you said, you know, and that's it. Because I'm not making any money with my Instagram or my TikTok or anything like that. So when it comes to sharing information, I'm really big on just spread the information is more important than anything. So I did post that here on the channel at YouTube. And you can make your own protein powder and save some money. And so now the purpose of this live is to let you know it's warm outside. It's time to get on bikes. It's time to take long walks. It's time to sweat. It's time to work on your abs, to burn fat, and to consume a lot more fruit. Okay? Over the summer, consume more fruit. All right? Consume more fruit. That's very important. Okay? Eating more fruit offers numerous health benefits, including being a good source of essential vitamins and minerals, providing dietary fiber, and being rich in antioxidants. Eating, a way of eating rich in fruits can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and contribute to overall health and wellness. So while it's warm out, you all, consume more fruits. Take advantage of the harvest. Get that watermelon in your system. Try to find seeded grapes, seeded watermelons, right? If you absolutely can't, then you might have to eat what you can find. But if you can avoid seedless fruit and eat fruits with seeds, you'll do better. And if you find seeded watermelons, let all your relatives and everybody in your area and then people that live in your city go to your social media and let them know, hey, I found seeded watermelons. Like here in Chicago, there's a place that does have seeded watermelons, a couple places. And I like to inform people, right? But get some fruit in your body this summer and move your body, okay? Look at the apple. The pectin in apples can lower your bad cholesterol by 16%. Cherries. Cherries contain quinidin, an antioxidant that protects the body from cancer cells. Grapes. Grapes improve the nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream, which reduce blood clots. So, see, brothers, for your good sexual health, grapes is the way to go. I wish I could find seeded grapes. Grapes will stop you from having, will help fight against erectile dysfunction. So will watermelon. Okay. So will watermelon. Look, watermelon, the araginine in watermelon right? Rid the body of excess ammonia and help heal wounds, right? See, Pepper Jack says, and cherries lower blood pressure, which you know. Hey, Pepper, you know we need to lower that blood pressure, okay? Because just life in general drive up my blood pressure. My blood pressure be up without being up. I don't got high blood pressure, but I feel like I should have it as much as expensive as everything is right now, right? The amino acid tryptophan found in bananas reduces depression. The natural oil in oranges keeps your skin looking young and fresh. Can't find no oranges with seeds in it though. Pineapple helps digest food and build strong bones. Drinking lemon water can help cure bad breath. You see? The benefits. Get some fruit in your body. Apricots help your body fight infection. Blackberries help your body's production of red and white blood cells. Cantaloupe helps protect against strokes. Figs help control your heart rate. Grapefruit help heal wounds. Guavas prevent skin damage. Lemons aid in digestion. Pears can help treat arthritis. Raspberries help your body with your metabolism. So it's the summertime. Let's increase our health. Let's make that like a priority, okay? Let's make that a priority. Let's try to extend our lifespan. Let's try to put a lot of energy into our health because what good is everything else you're doing and then you pass away early or you get sick or you get bedridden and you did all this work and you don't get to live a long life to enjoy all your hard work you put in. What good is that? So we got to eat some more fruits, stay hydrated this summer. Stay hydrated, eat some fruits. Make fruit be maybe your breakfast. Make fruit maybe be your lunch. Switch something out. Make fruit be your new snack. Like, okay, I'm not doing the candy. I'm not doing the cakes this summer. Okay. I'm going to grab my favorite fruit. And when I get a sweet tooth, I'm going to knock my favorite fruit back. That's going to be my new thing. And like I say, men, it's going to definitely help you with your sexual fitness. Fruit. Because you need moisture, right? You're making a substance that you're going to shoot out when you have sex, and that substance is moist. So dryness is going to add to erectile dysfunction. You don't want to be dry. And women, you don't want to be dry because, you know, you're going to end up being dry. You got to eat some moisture to be moist, ladies. It's just is all common sense. And on top of that, what else? We got to exercise. Regular physical activity offers numerous benefits, including improved physical and mental health, disease prevention, and increased longevity. Exercise can lower the risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and some cancers, while also improving mood, sleep, and cognitive function. So we want to exercise too. We want to get in shape. Exercise helps maintain healthy body weight, lowers blood pressure, decreases the risk of heart disease, lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes, reduces the risk of certain cancers, increases muscle strength and function, improves bone health and strength, helps to promote positive mental health, reduces the risk of dementia. Now, let me tell you something. I was exercising when I was 40, and when I started getting into my late 40s, I just didn't exercise no more. I do big raising children, in a marriage, working, and I just didn't exercise. I was in great shape. But from that mid 40s to mid 50s, I was totally out of shape. Even though I ate right, I wasn't developing muscle mass like I should have, right? So I wasn't fat, but my body wasn't tight either because we sit down a lot. And even as a slim person, I still had like a little stomach on me, a little flab on me, and you're skinny and you still got like fat, right? So you don't look fat in your clothes, but when you take your clothes off, you could see you can see the little, you're not in shape. So I started to get in shape because I said, listen, I'm in my 60s. I need to I need to get in shape. And this is the honest to God truth, y'all. So I started working out like 4 years ago. I started working out. And like 3 years ago, when I worked out that year, when I got to the end of the third year, I could tell. I could tell. And mixing that with also being around other people my age, my peers, it changed. It really opened my eyes because they're disintegrating. They're moving slow. They're overweight. They're always in a hospital. A lot of them has passed away. And the first thing I notice is when I stand up and when I sit down, I just stand up. I just sit down. It's not like, So I start noticing, whoa, the way I move seems faster, stronger, sturdy. And I'm 67, but I don't feel unbalanced. Now, maybe I was like that and just didn't notice it. Maybe I was a little, so I can't say if I was a little like that, but I could definitely say that by the time I started going to the gym, I felt it, which means there was a difference. I just didn't pay no attention to what I was like and what I became. But definitely, now that I'm 67, I'll be 68 in February. I could definitely tell the difference. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. The exercise makes like all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. Like when I'm getting up and I'm walking and everything, I don't even have to think about it. I'm not getting tired. I don't feel sluggish. I don't feel old. The only thing that reminds me is gray. If it wasn't for me looking in the mirror or going live and seeing gray, I would not know. I'm not kidding. I would not know. I mean, I feel the same way I felt in my 30s and 40s. I don't feel like no difference. I kid you not. And so then I started paying attention and then I could feel my muscles. I could feel my strength as I kept working out. One of the first things I started noticing is that my arms wouldn't hang straight down because it was like muscles right here. So for a while, it was a little uncomfortable because there's like these muscles here, and I wasn't used to that. So it felt like I just felt like my arms won't lay flat. You know how you see bodybuilders walk around like that? Well, I kind of felt like that. It took me a while to get used to the muscle growth, which was I said, wow, this is crazy. So the muscle growth, I had to adjust to it. I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to having these new the muscles. So then I started thinking, okay, these muscles were dying basically. Like you have a lot of muscles in your body, and they gotta be exercised or they dwindle away. And they affect your balance and everything, your mood, everything. You might not even know it until you exercise. It's like, you know how you look at a clock and it's 12 noon, and you stare at the clock and you don't see it move. But when you look away and start working and you look back and it's 2 o'clock, that's what it's like. That you don't realize you don't have these muscles until you get them. And when you start to get them, it's going to be after you've been working out for a while. You're not going to tell right away. But if you stick with it a year, you're going to start to notice, whoa, wow. You're going to start to notice. And especially if you're older like myself, you're going to notice that your balance is great, that you don't feel shaky. And then the other thing is when you look at everybody else that's not doing that in your age group, that's what's going to open up your eyes. If you're 40, if you're 35, even if you're in your late 20s and you're working out and you're exercising, you don't have to be excessive. That's why, listen, you do not have to work out excessively. All you have to be consistent. You can just do a little bit of exercise a week. You don't even have to work out every day, but it's the consistency. And people that work out a lot, they see the results quicker. But people that work out often and not a lot, but often spread out, they see the results too, just later. But you're going to see the results. If you're doing a little bit of exercise every week, maybe every now and then you miss a week, but if you're exercising at least 2 days a week, 3 days a week, and it don't have to be no heavy exercise. It could be something light. I'm telling you. You can listen, you could lay down and do sit-ups once or twice a week. And somebody do them all the time going to show you, and you're not going to see the difference. But if you do that once or twice a week, after 6 months, you're going to see the difference. You're going to see the difference, and your body is going to adjust to you doing it like that sparingly. But those muscles are going to tighten up compared to doing nothing. This is a fact. You're not going to be like the person doing nothing. And you're going to get stronger, and you're going to want to do it more. And what you do when you're exercising is you measure your tired spot. This is for the older people or for people that's not in shape. What you do is measure your tired spot. So say you're totally a little overweight. You're not in no kind of shape. And you get some barbells. And what you do is, let's say maybe you're doing this. 1, 2, 3. What you need to do is measure when you get tired. So if you do this with your barbells and you start feeling tired at 8, you could stop. You don't have to keep going. Nobody's going to tell you this because they're going to tell you push. You listen, you don't have, you do 8, you're overweight, you take your barbells, you got like some 15 pounders, you do this, and when you get to 8 and you get tired, you can stop. Next couple of days, you do it again, you get to 8, you're starting to get tired, you can stop. The next week, you do 8, you're getting tired, you can stop. The next week, you do 8, you get tired, you can stop. And you know what's going to happen? One day, you're going to get to 8, and you ain't going to be the same tired. And you're going to be like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then you're going to be tired. So you done went from 8 to 15. Stop. Then go to 15, stop. Go to 15, stop. And one day you're going to go 15. Oh, wow. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you just keep that process. And when you look up, you're going to be doing 100. Just doing that little bit and measuring that same amount of tiredness. Like, take note how tired you are and go until you get to that same amount of tiredness. This way you don't hurt yourself. You won't have no stroke, no heart attack or nothing because you're not going to push. Don't keep going. Oh, come on, give me 5 more. Don't do that. Not if you're older or you're out of shape. Don't do that. Measure your tiredness and always go back to that same tiredness. And if you do that, you will get to the point where you go, whoa, you won't be tired at that same number. This is a fact. This is a fact. If you can't do nothing but 8 push-ups, just do the 8. Next time, 8. Next time, 8. 8. 8. Oh, boy, I'm out of shape. One day you're going to get to 8, and you're going to be like, oh, wow, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wow. And then whatever that new number is, just go there. Same amount of tiredness, stop. Same amount of tiredness, stop. Because the repetitiveness of it is going to make you stronger, regardless. You don't have to get to 20 and be, 21. 20. You don't have to do that. If you just go to 20, go to 20, go to 20, one day you're going to get to 20, and you're going to be like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You might go to 30, and you go, wow. So now you're doing 30, and you're feeling the same amount of tiredness you were feeling when you used to go to 15. And you can keep doing that, and next thing you know, you'll be at 100 before you feel the way you used to feel when you used to do 15. I'm telling you, this works. Don't push yourself. Soon as you get tired, stop. I'm telling you. As soon as you get tired, stop. And just keep going till you get tired. And I'm telling you, if you keep doing that, you're going to get strong as an ox. You're going to do more naturally. Because it's the consistency what's going to make you strong. Not trying to do 5 more. No. What's going to make you strong is every day you're doing 5 push-ups. Every day you're doing 5 push-ups. Every day you're doing 5 push-ups. And you are going to get strong doing that. And next thing you know, you're going to be doing 10, 20, 30. Because all you got to do is knock out that same number consistently. And that's what's going to make you want to do it because you're not pushing yourself. I'm telling you, try it. It works. It definitely works because the muscles react to the fact of that constant exercise. And the muscles naturally get stronger. It naturally gets so they can do 5 easier. You see what I'm saying? You're only doing 5 push-ups. You're a little overweight. But when you keep doing them, you're going to be able to do 5 easier and easier and easier and easier. And if it's becoming easier, that means what? Now you can do more. That's just a tip. Now, if you're older, the benefits of exercising for older adults is You can maintain some independence. You're not in a wheelchair. You don't need nobody to come feed you. You can manage your weight. You can reduce your health risk. You can improve your brain function. You can boost your mental health. It promotes a better mood and higher energy. It makes you sleep better, enhance sleep health, strengthen mobility and flexibility. You can move. You're not all, okay? Improve your image and how you look. And it elevates your sexual function. But you got to work out. Okay? So, whatever you do, y'all, this summer, consume lots of fruits. Make you nice, fruity drinks to drink. Hydrate. Get out and get some vitamin D in the sun, but not too much sun, because the Babylon system then ruined the ozone, and we don't know what this sun will do. So I wouldn't advise staying in no direct sun just for a few minutes, because they doing stuff to the atmosphere. But go outside and let it shine on you some. Get some fresh air, but take advantage of the summer and try to get some type of mobility, right? And try to eat some fruit and kind of not eat a whole bunch of cooked food. You know, you still gonna eat your cooked food, but try to cut it back some and add more fruit. Add more fruit while it's summertime. And when you go out and you want to have these family cookouts and stuff, take some fruit, take some watermelons, take some mangoes, take some peaches. Just don't give the family all this dry stuff, this dry meat and dry bread, you know, and barbecue and stuff. It's time to really take care of your health. With the depletion of the atmosphere, with the sedentary lifestyle where we sitting down all the time, with so many diseases and plagues everywhere, you know, we have to fight against this stuff. You got to build up your metabolism. You got to build up your resistance to diseases and infections. You have to eat stuff that's going to fight infections. This is what you're going to have to do. So this is just a little word to the wise. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you support the channel, right? Make sure you support the channel. Make sure you go to www.veganintel.com and get the easiest way to become a vegan if you're trying to change the way you eat, or if you're trying to encourage somebody to change the way they eat. Okay? All right, make sure you do that. Now, another thing is this. What I'm going to do is, I have a channel. I have an Instagram. Vegan Intel Chicago. Okay? Go subscribe to Vegan Intel Chicago. The first 10 people that DM me and say that you want a copy of the easiest way to become a vegan, you will get a copy. All you have to do is let me know, and you first 10, I'll DM you back. I'll get your mailing address, and I will mail you out a copy, okay? To the first 10 people that do that, I'll mail you a copy of the easiest way to become a vegan for free, okay? You will get a brand new copy. All you have to do is go to Vegan Intel Chicago and DM us and let us know that you want to get a copy. Make sure you tell me why you DM us. I'm DMing you for a copy of the easiest way to become a vegan, okay? You go, you DM me, and the first 10 people that DM me, you will get your free copy sent to you. Okay? That's what we're doing for the people. All right? That's what we're going to do. All right? So if you want a copy, you know what to do. I'm going to send you a copy of The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan, brand new copy, right out the package to help you change the way you eat. And also, you might need it for a relative, whatever purpose you need it for. It's something good you want to have laying around the house. When family come by that you know they got some health issues, just have it kind of laying on the coffee table. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to try to help them some kind of way. You know they hard in it. You know they hard in it. And so, you know, and another thing is, don't push people to get them to eat better. What you do is let them open up that door. So don't say anything to them but if they mention any health issue, that's when you got to jump in. So don't push to mom or dad or grandma, auntie, or your children or your parents. Don't push. You need to do this and that. Just wait. And when you hear dad say, yeah, man, you know, I ain't been feeling so good, man, it's blood pressure. Boom. Dad, your blood pressure up. You got to change the way you eat. As soon as they open up that door and mention they have a problem, it's your responsibility to plant that seed in their head. Even if they don't listen, at least you did your job. Another advice I got to you all is this. If you have loved ones and you see their health is not doing that good, and you don't feel they'll listen, especially your parents when they get older, stop going to mommy and daddy's house or grandma and granddaddy's house without anything. Take them some fruit. Take them some vegetables. Don't tell them you're taking it so they can eat better. Just, you know, if you're lying, but you're lying for a good cause, that's a beautiful thing. So make up, say, oh, mama, I just left the store. I bought you some food. And just drop your mom off some collard greens, some onions, you know, some spinach, you know what I mean, some fruit, and just make it like, you know, I grabbed you this while I was there. You know what I mean? Try to slick mommy in the, you know, especially her favorite stuff. If you know mommy likes apples, or you know mommy likes celery, or you know mommy likes watermelon, take her one. Try to give her something that will cancel out what she's doing for a little while, something to clean that colon out. These got to be the new gifts for the family. You know, ladies, if your husband is a little overweight, he's complaining things about his health, go find out, you know, which fruits could help that, or vegetables, but especially fruits, and see which one of them fruits he like. And then just have that on the kitchen table when his ass get off. Just have that around. Or get you some and be eating it while you watching TV with it. You know how me and I, you know we're going to dig in your bowl and eat some. So you know, ladies, if you sit on the couch next to me and you eating cherries and you got a bowl full of cherries and me and you watching TV, you know I'm going to eat the cherries with you. So you can trick me into eating the cherries, right? Okay? You can trick me into eating the cherries. So, you know, kind of sneak and bring them something. Do your job and then make sure you're doing what you got to do, because there's nothing worse than finding out you got some debilitating health issue where you took it for granted and now you get the bad news. You're diabetic. You got Crohn's disease. you have stage 3 colon cancer, stage 2 colon cancer, where you just took it for granted. Don't wait for sickness to fight against it. Fight to make sure it don't happen in the first place. Fight to make sure it doesn't happen in the first place, okay? So y'all, please listen and take care of yourself, all right? All right, V is for victory, Ed for vegan. Eat right.
The secret to being 100 years old.
That's hard to tell, but first take care of yourself. Eat properly. That's for sure. And drinking, smoking, put it down. No good. I mean, I'm saying I didn't do it. I still don't do it.
Peace, health, and longevity. If you want to consume more plant-based foods, if you want to abstain from junk foods, if you want to consume fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and herbs, and avoid dead flesh, artificial flavors and colorings, sweeteners, anything that is unreal basically, purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan by Pharaoh Ramesses El-Aton, who has been a vegan 40 plus years. He will take you step by step on how to abstain from the junk foods, how to abstain from the dead flesh, the chicken, the turkey, the pork, beef, and all sorts of animal products. Purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan, to eat more natural. Remember that the herbs are for the healing of the nations. Let food be your medicine and let medicine be your food. Consume of every fruit-bearing and herb-bearing tree. Unto you it shall be for meat. Purchase this particular manual, The Easiest Way to Become a Vegan by Pharaoh Ramesses El-Aton. Peace, health, and longevity.